for another session of the week here on Switch Radio from midday today. It's where we take a look back at the biggest stories across Birmingham, and just a quick update on the hair. Yeah, it's getting even longer now. Look at that. That's ridiculous. It's down to the mouth now. That's a complete and utter mess. So excuse me while I just do a Bobby Charlton and tidy that all kind of over. Do you know, if I went to the barbers to get my hair cut and there was a sudden spike, a localized spike in coronavirus cases, it wouldn't be the government who would then shut the hypothetical barbers down, because the power to close down businesses or shops or events if there's a localized spike of cases of coronavirus has now passed from the government centrally to local authorities. We'll be finding out on the show this afternoon about the ins and outs about how that can work with an expert from the Nottingham Business School who is going to join us on the show. His name is Professor Pete Murphy. It's been a tumultuous week at Birmingham City Council, with the councillor for Erdington for the Conservatives, Robert Alden, voicing his displeasure over the lack of opportunities, as he sees it, to scrutinise council projects which are deemed to be large projects. Small projects, in his eyes, no problem, we can talk about them till the cows come home. But anything larger doesn't seem to want to be discussed by the Labour-led council. We tried to get somebody from the Labour side of things onto the show this afternoon. Nobody was forthcoming, but we were provided with a statement from the council as to the lack of scrutiny. You'll hear about that on the show today. We'll also be talking with Councillor Robert Alden himself on this matter. There's a group on Facebook who represent 3 million people who feel that they've slipped through the nets in terms of help from the government in dealing with coronavirus. People who don't qualify for furlough or any kind of trouble with getting universal credit, that kind of thing. And this group had a meeting with the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, earlier this week, and Excluded UK are the name of the group, and one of the members, a lady by the name of Emma Kiernan, will be joining me on the show to talk about her experiences during lockdown and the meeting with the Chancellor this week. And a lot of people who are affected by the furlough scheme, which will run out in October, are in the hospitality and retail sector. Des Kiffin joins us to talk about football. I'm sure we'll get to that on the show this afternoon, but he's also a big professional in hospitality, and he travels all around the country doing big hospitality events, and we'll get his story about how he's had to change his thinking during lockdown and how he hopes to get back into doing the job that he loves. It's all on the week with me, Ben Ellis, here on Switch Radio from midday today. Do join me.